I was watching some of the videos on abandoned farmhouses, and it's one abandoned farmhouse. They go through. Now they don't talk through the video. They got a real pretty music with it, or sound. They got a little bit of a haunting. I call it soundtrack, but music, and it's a spooky odor type of music. Anyway, it fits the video perfectly. They walk through the abandoned farmhouse and they go into the kitchen. Calendar shows August of 1976. Wow. That was abandoned when I turned 13. I was a few months over past 13, but I was 13 years old when that farmhouse became abandoned. You know, if I had money, I'd like to buy a place like that. And when I would remodel it, keep it like it looks. In other words, buy new wood, but buy material that's made to look old or look that age. And I always wanted to own a farmhouse that has that 70's and 80's look. You know, I don't know how you would do that. Maybe the inside would look 70's and the outside would look early, mid, late 80's. I don't want a new looking farmhouse. Personally, I think this world started going to hell right around 1995. I always did think the world was still good in the 80's. The 70's when I grew up. I remember some of the late 60's, but I wasn't old enough yet to really know about the world. But an old farmhouse, I don't want it looking like today, because it reminds me of too much tragic times. I want that farmhouse to look like the 70's or 80's. When times were much better. You know, the only thing that I would have new would be the security system. That would have to be of today's world, but it would be so small or it would be so inconspicuous that you wouldn't even notice it. I'd have cameras on the house, but you wouldn't even notice them. I'd have me a room for all the recording equipment for my security, but you wouldn't even notice it. It would look like a closet. You know, everything would be disguised that looks like today. But I would love to have a farmhouse that looks like the 70's and 80's when times were so much better. I was watching